computer. Yes. Okay, we are all set. Hello everyone.
Hey.
Happy, what day is today? Tuesday. Here, there actually are more people on this Zoom, so I'm going to show them. So there's Lisa, because she never misses a Zoom.
Try not to.
And there's Jill.
Yay.
There's Loretta. Okay, so we have more people with us. And then we have Dana, and actually Jill's on here. I forgot.
Well, yeah, why are you showing me off then?
I don't know.
Get your face.
So, Amy is not going to be joining us tonight because she's celebrating her daughter's birthday at the beach. And so they're at the beach. And I know that several people couldn't get on tonight. So we're recording this, and I'm going to post it in the group. And we're going to make this short and sweet. And one of the things that we wanted to talk about actually has to do with what Amy made a video about today. I don't know if y'all got to watch the video on the Team Purpose page, but she did a quick live video and was talking about having a long-term perspective in this business. And so if you haven't watched that, make sure you go back and watch it. And Ashley actually brought this up a couple days ago and thought it would be a quick topic. So Ashley, do you want to just share some of your thoughts about having a long-term perspective in this business?
Sure, yeah. I love what Amy was saying. It's so good because, you know, life does happen. And especially in the summer, it just tends to get so busy. There's just always so much stuff going on. I feel like there's something every weekend. And, you know, it's easy to fall off track. But when you have that long-term perspective, you know, it helps you not get so discouraged all the time. And that's important because discouragement comes, and I kind of hate that word because really you are in charge of the way you feel. And so it is your responsibility to empower yourself and make yourself feel good. And like you said, you're in charge of your feelings. So if you're feeling discouraged, it's your job to get out of that. But having a long-term vision also comes with your why. When you know what you're wanting in this business, and really staying connected to corporate, to the stories that are happening, to the team, to like things that are happening in the team, and you see what it's doing, even if it's not doing it for you yet, you see it happening. You know it can happen. You believe it can happen. It's just you know nothing is going to stop you no matter what comes and goes in daily life. And I can kind of relate to that right now because I've kind of slacked with wedding planning. So it's all coming at me all at once, like it seems, this month. And it's crazy because, of course, we started this awesome 90-day challenge, and I feel like I've done less since I started than before. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I haven't let myself get discouraged because I'm trying to do at least 1 to 5 things a day for my business. I write a list the night before, and then I just go through it the next day. And even if it's at 10 o'clock at night, I'm going through and just checking those things off the list. So I'm still feeling good because I know I'm putting in little things here and there in my business. And I know, Jen, you guys were at, what was it, boot camp? Was it a boot camp or mini boot camp?
Mini boot camp
recently.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And Cammie kind of talked about long-term perspective, right? What did she kind of mention that really stood out to you about having a long-term perspective?
Well, I don't have my notes in front of me, so I don't remember what she said. I'm sure it was fabulous and amazing, whatever she said.
Yeah, she's good.
She is awesome, and she's one of my favorites. But she does talk about, like, kind of like what Mark always talks about, you know, how what's coming, you know, what they're setting us up for is really, really good stuff. And if we knew what they knew and what they're preparing for us, then we would be even more excited than we already are, and just know that they are trying to make this business more secure than it already is. I mean, it already is secure, but they want to continue that so that people feel safe here and secure and know that it's not going anywhere. So that's
so good.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, that's another part, like why you have to really stay connected to what's going on with corporate and what they're doing. when I am not listening to the calls, or if I'm not tuning into like Cammie's live, or even, you know, Amy always comes to me up, and I'm bummed she's not on the call, but I'm so glad that she made that video today, because just even listening to that really, you know, it reassured me, let me know that I'm in the right place at the right time, and my spirits were just up. So it really is your responsibility to do those things so that you stay excited, so that you stay pumped up, so that you know that you're in the right place. You know what I mean? And I know sometimes when the leader of the team kind of steps away, it seems like people start to follow, right? It's kind of like this weird organic thing that happens. But in all reality, it is up to you, and it's totally your responsibility. Don't put it on anybody else, and really take charge of your business. And if you feel like you're feeling down, then go watch some videos that are going to motivate you, that are going to bring you back up. If you feel like you're not that good at posting, there's so many resources out there that are going to help you do that. Or, you know, you can get inspiration from other people. But really, yeah, take responsibility for yourself and your own business, and really go after it. Don't let anybody else's decisions or actions affect you, really.
Hallelujah.
That's so good. For those of you that just jumped on, we're talking about having a long-term perspective. Oh, hi, Gabby's husband. I can't remember your name, but welcome to the Zoom. Yes. So I think that and we can definitely play a part in how we present this business to people. If we're telling people, okay, join my team and you're going to make thousands and thousands of dollars in your first month, and you're going to have everything you want, you know, within a few months. Now, can that happen? Yes. For some people it has. But realistically, I mean, you know, that's a lot of work if you're going to be making that kind of money in a few months. And so this is the kind of business where in the beginning you kind of feel like you're putting a lot more effort into it and a lot more time into it and not getting paid as much. But there's going to come a day when that's going to flip, and you're going to be getting paid more than what you were actually putting into it. And that's the beauty of this business. And so that's why it's so important to have a long-term perspective, because then you're going to, you know, if family things come up, or whatever, you know, anything in your life that comes up, if you need to take a day off, then you can do that. Like I know Rosie just got on, and she's recently went back to the DR, the Dominican, to spend time with her family, and she needed to take a few days just to be with her family. And she can do that because she knows that she's in this business for the long haul. She knows that she's going to be around for a long time. And, you know, her business is not going to suffer just for taking a couple days to spend time with her family. That's needed. We all need that. And so when you have a long-term perspective, then you're not going to feel guilty over taking a little bit of time. Like I even had that conversation with Amy a few weeks ago, because I was kind of feeling guilty about not really doing as much as I needed to do for my business. And she reminded me that, you know, that's the beauty of this, is that you can take a day, or you can take some time or whatever and do what you need to do and get refocused and jump right back in, because we're here. I mean, I decided a long time ago that I'm not going anywhere, that it works as what I want to do and what I want to be a part of. And so I know a lot of new people maybe have not made that decision yet. You know, they know they're not going anywhere and they want to be a part of this forever. I've already made that decision, and I know that Ashley has, and Rosie has, and a lot of people have. But once you make that decision and you know you're here for the long haul, then everything really just changes.
Yeah, definitely. When you think of like traditional business, you know, I can bet you that people don't go and buy, you know, start a business, open up their like brick and mortar store, or buy a franchise. And then, you know, when money's not coming in the first month or year even, because I hear it takes about 5 years on average to really start making a profit. You know, they don't give up because they're invested. They planted their flag. They know that that's what they want to do. Some people, I'm sure, do give up, right. Even with hundreds of thousands of dollars invested. But still, you know, 5 years to turn a profit, that's insane, because I guarantee you, if you're in this business for 5 years, you're making some kind of money. And, you know, like, I just think that we're so blessed to be in a business that we only invest $99. Some of us invested $9.99, you know, and we're able to make a profit that next month. I mean, that's pretty awesome.
It is.
And something I read today, I think I watched a video yesterday. Jade Hooper was talking about speaking it and believing it. And then I read a Bible verse about being double-minded and not being double-minded. And, you know, really when you are wanting something, you're going after something, you have a goal. Ooh, car just hit something. Sorry. Woo, squirrel. You have a goal and you want it so bad, but you're speaking things like, well, I'm just not that good, or I'm not as good as her, or I can't get a customer. You're really being double-minded there. Like, you want something, but you're not speaking in accordance with that goal. You know what I mean? You're not speaking in alignment. You're being double-minded, so it's all wonky up here. You really need to watch your mouth and start speaking and believing what you want. So if you're saying, I'm going to be diamond by this time, but you're speaking all these other negative things, you really need to cut that out and start really training yourself. And it's a process. Sometimes negative, I tend to be negative sometimes. And Jen, you're like my soul sister there. And it's just something that I've had to learn. I'm so much better. And thank God for that. Thank God for progress. And,
Yes.
but it's because I work at it. You know, I spend time in truth, and I try to motivate myself with videos and, you know, songs, whatever it is that motivates you. But it is, you have to retrain your brain to think, no, I am strong. I am just as good as anybody else. I do deserve this. You know, I am a child of God. I can do all things through Christ. So start speaking all these awesome things, because really there is power in your words, and it can go either way. You can either speak life or death into your business or into your life overall. And with that, I think writing down is huge. Like we've talked about before, having that contract with yourself, writing down your goals, but even get more specific. Don't just write down, I am diamond by this time. Start writing down specific numbers. Like, I will enroll whatever you feel in your heart that you're going to do. Like, I will enroll 15 DTs, or I will enroll 5 loyal customers this month or this week. Get specific, and then really start feeling it and just speaking it. I think visualizing is huge, and I've kind of fallen away from that habit. But when I started, I think things just really start to fall into place easier, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. Jill was getting excited over here. You were inspiring her, actually.
Woo! But yeah, so really pick out that chart you want, and then on the back, just turn it around and start writing down your goals. Start writing down attributes that you want in team members. And then I think another important thing to remember is those things first. If you're writing, you know, I want a hard worker on my team. I want someone who's willing to step out of their comfort zone. I want someone who's willing to learn, who's willing to make mistakes and learn from them. To be those things first. And then, you know, I think you start to attract those things naturally in people.
Yeah, absolutely.
But really, just be you, you know, find your niche, be you. If you love inspiring people, inspire people online, you know, on social media. There's so much negativity in the world. Be the light. People are going to be drawn to you. But also be real. If you're having a bad day, it's okay to let people know that too. But don't, you know, I just think, I don't know. I just think
being yourself, just like you said, is so important, and it's what's going to attract people to you. And so, yeah, you don't want to present yourself as being perfect and having it all together all the time. You know, we all have things that go wrong. And so being real and vulnerable with people and sharing your story is really going to attract people to you, which, you know, I love. So, Rosie, do you want to share anything from a long-term perspective?
Yeah, let's do that.
I was typing, and I was just typing right now something similar that Ashley just said. That is, be real no matter. Sometimes people join this type of company in network marketing, and they want to get too serious. And well, we need to get serious on the business, but they change the attitude. The regular attitude that we all have, because maybe I am too funny, and sometimes I am too strong on the way I post and stuff like that. And I'm just showing myself, and that is what make my customer comes to me, or my DT comes to me. So be real is the best in any type of business you do, because you're going to attract people because the way you are. If you funny, post funny stuff. If you are those inspired people, do that.
Oh, she froze. You froze, Rosie. Where'd you go?
No, that's so good, Rosie. I think sometimes you might even turn people off, but you'll attract the right people. The right people will stay, and that's what you want. Not everybody's going to join your business, and that's okay. The right people will, if you're being yourself. Exactly. Come back, Rosie.
Yeah, there she is.
There you are.
I'm here.
You're coming. Yeah, your face is frozen right.
So yeah.
Go ahead.
My internet, I don't know what happened. I think my kids all turned on the Netflix all together.
Oh, okay.
Every single time.
That's okay.
Yeah, but you got my point, ladies. You got my point. Don't try to copy nobody else. Just be you and learn from other leaders, and you're going to be great.
Absolutely.
I totally agree. And I want to kind of just shout out Dana real quick, because Dana.
What is that?
Yay, Dana. Dana recently, she shared a really vulnerable post on Facebook about something she's going through in her health. Mm-hmm. And she had tons of people comment on it. And I think it's just something that I'm sure she's even realizing, how the more we open up about what we're going through, it draws people into what we're doing. And then it just opens up the door for her to share, what she's going through, the emotions she's going through, the changes that she's making in her life, and all of that kind of thing. And it even opens up the door for her to share about her business. And so, go Dana, way to go.
Yes, congratulations.
That's very cool.
Did you
very cool.
Dana?
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Okay, awesome. Ashley, did you want to say anything else about long-term perspective?
I was talking to my team, and I was challenging them to really think about what they want, your why, what you're willing to do to get there, and what's going to stop you. And be honest with yourself. Sometimes I can tend to get down, and I might withdraw. But it's something that I've pinpointed in my life, and it's something that I'm working on. But when you're not honest with yourself, it's harder to work on those things. So really be honest on the things you need to work on, and work on them. It's okay. We all have things that we need to work on. But really think about what's going to stop you, what's going to get in your way, and then start eliminating those things one by one. Just kick them to the curb, because it's not advancing your goal. It's not getting you to where you want to be. So what's the point? And also, I wanted us to just go over a few IPAs, income producing activities that we can do daily, and it can take 30 minutes a day and still forward your business. So obviously we got the posting, right? And posting is just posting. Another thing, when you have long-term perspective and you get 1 like on a post, that's okay. Who cares? If you get 0 likes, who cares? Because you know that a post is just something that is getting yourself out there. It's not going to get you customers and distributors every single time. When you do get a customer or distributor from a post, that's an awesome bonus. But just post consistently, because people are always watching. And post from the heart and from the gut. Don't get too calculated about it. Just be you. I think interacting, and that's something that we can do daily. Instead of just scrolling, really take the time to be real and genuine with people, compliment them, send your condolences when bad things happen, send messages for birthdays, just really take the time to connect with people. I think that's something else we should be doing daily. And then adding to our network. So on Instagram, following people, quality follow. It might take a little bit of time, but you can do it while you're doing other things. If you do have to watch a show or something, or, maybe when you're sitting on the toilet, get your phone out and follow people. Same thing on Facebook. You don't want to follow as many on Facebook, maybe 5 to 10 a day max. but really think about people that share your interests and go look for them, and then start adding them as friends daily. And those are 3 just super simple things that are going to keep your business moving forward that you can do in a very little amount of time, as well as talking to people, messaging, or just talking them, taking them out for lunch dates and talking, you know, just really networking, being a good friend. What do you guys want to add to that?
I love it. So
I took all the big major ones.
No, I think that's awesome. Those are just things that are, every day, if we want to grow our business, we have to grow our network, share with people, whether we're posting or talking to people, grow our network through social media or through blitzing, and then and then interact and connect with people and build relationships with people. Those are the most important things. If we can just stick to those 3 things, and it's going to look different for everybody and how we do it, but what we do is the same. It's just going to look different depending on our personalities and how we work our business. So I love it. That was so good.
Nothing else really matters. Helping your team, that's another thing you want to do when you do start to grow your team. But even then, there's that rule of thirds that you kind of want to stick to as a guide. Don't put too much time into doing that. And admin stuff, like throw that out the window, especially if you don't have a lot of time. And like Jen said, it's what you've got going on, plus what your goals are. If you have different goals. And then so if you know that you're doing all these things daily, but you're not getting to your goals, maybe you have to readjust or do more, do more of these things. But that's pretty much it.
I love it. Good stuff.
Thank you.
So our challenge for this week, we have the awesome sale going on. Buy, wow, get lip and eye cream for free. So let's focus on that for the next 3 days, and let's let all of our current customers know, because even if they're, whether they're ordering already every month still, or they haven't ordered in a while, they can take advantage of the flash sale. So letting people know about that, sharing it with anybody that has ever, that would be interested in skincare, those potential customers, posting about it. And if you have those products, use them and show your before and afters. I tried to do a wow before and after earlier today, but then my before picture was blurry and I didn't realize it, so then I couldn't use it. So I'll have to do it tomorrow. But
yeah, maybe even go live, you guys. Like live videos are still huge, and if that's something you want to share your personality, go live, do it. You guys, just be brave. I'm gonna do my best to get over my fears and do it as well. And then don't we still have double fast starts going on till the?
We have double fast starts through the 25th. Any distributor that you sign up through August 25th, you can potentially earn that $200 fast start bonus instead of the $100 bonus. So reach out to your distributors and ask them to join your team, and keep it really simple. Don't feel like you have to go into a lot of words and details. And one of the things you can do in your posting is just share. If you just started and you're wondering, how do I make a post to attract people to my business? You just share why you decided to join this business. Maybe it's you taking a picture with your kids and you're at home and you're able to be at home and still work your business and bring in extra money, and you're showing that in a picture. Or you're sharing about what you're hoping to gain from the business, whatever that is, you share that. So there's all different kinds of ways to attract people to you through your posts, as well as messaging them and just letting them know that you would really love to share more information with them. If anybody needs help with messages and things like that, then definitely reach out to your leaders and we can help with that.
Yeah.
We did so good. It's 9:26 here time. I know for Rosie it's not. Is it 10:26, Rosie? Okay, she's an hour ahead. All right, so this is recorded. We're going to post it on the team page for those people that couldn't. I know that several people couldn't join us tonight. But we said we're going to be consistent with this, and we're going to keep it going, and that's what we're doing. And so we're so glad that each one of you were on here tonight. You want to pray us out, Ash? Yes? No, she froze on me again. Maybe that's me. You want to pray, or you want me to pray?
Would you pray?
Yes, I will pray. Let's pray. Lord, thank you so much for this day. Thank you for everyone on this Zoom tonight, Lord. I just thank you so much for their commitment to their business. I thank you that they are making sacrifices to better themselves and their families, and they're investing in themselves, Lord, and in the future of their family. And so I just pray favor over each one of the people tonight and over everyone on our team, Lord, that you would just help them to believe in themselves, help them to believe that they're worth so much more than they can even comprehend, help them to believe that they can do this business and that you brought them into this business for a reason. And Lord, I pray that you would just open doors for us to be able to talk to people, help us to be brave and bold when we speak to people, give us new ideas on what to do and what to post, and just help us to be creative when it comes to our business. Help us to be consistent. Help us to not give up when we get discouraged, because we know those discouraging times are going to come, but help us to just keep going and to reach out for encouragement from other people on the team, because we know we're all going to go through that at some point, Lord. And so, Lord, we thank you so much for the blessing of just having each other to walk through this journey. We thank you for all of the many blessings that you've already poured out on each one of us, not just because of this business, but because we belong to you. And so we give you all the praise and the glory for that. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
All right.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
Have a great week.
Okay.
And I will post this on the page soon so everybody can see it.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome.
Bye,
Let's
everybody.
do it.
Bye.
Bye.